Hi everyone, I hope you're really well. Today we have another decluttering video. I feel like I'm doing quite well with this. Some declutterings haven't gone quite to plan, but I have a good feeling about this one because we are talking lip products. And I actually thought that I had more than I did, but what I've done is I've tried to remove all of my lip balms out of the equation. I'm really not sure how interesting it would be to talk about lots of different lip balms. Let me know in the comments if that is something that you'd like to see, because I have many. What I'm trying to focus my attention on is lip colour. So anything that delivers a fairly decent amount of pigment onto the lips. So let's change the angle and let's have a look through my current stash. Let's get cracking. I've been really nervous about doing a decluttering video of my lip stuff because I felt like I had absolutely tons, but actually looking at it, I don't think I'm doing too badly. The first place I'm going to start is with what I have the most of, and that's of these kind of balm crayon-y type things. I think these are pretty much all Revlon. I've got a random Bourjois one there. And what's this? It's completely worn off. That's a Revlon Balm stain. And these are all matte balms because I did pretty much fall in love with the formula. Let's just move them to one side a minute. I've got my arm all ready. Let's go with 205, which is Elusive. And I know straight away I'm keeping this because I love this colour. I really love the formula of these matte balm stains. You can have them really intensive in terms of colour, or you can go pretty subtle by dabbing it back a bit, and that's what I tend to do. So definitely keeping this one, really love it. Right, let's maybe go for this one next because it looks like it's the most similar colour, although it's not matte. Yeah, you can see it's much more shiny formula, and it's a fairly different colour actually, so keeping that one too. These are the ones that I tend to grab if I'm fancying something a little bit more than my usual look anyway. Let's go for this one next. This colour Boost, I think that is, from Bourjois. It's all completely worn off. Ah, Peach on the Beach. Right, I remember this one. This was one of the first crayon-y colours that I got, and as you can see, it's really corally, and I don't tend to reach for it. But I think in the summer this is going to look really pretty, and I've not really got anything this kind of colour, so I think I will keep hold of that one. Right, let's move on to these reds. Let's go for, what's this one? 225 Sultry. This is also a Revlon matte balm, which is your classic kind of brick red colour. I don't tend to wear these dark colours very often, but I keep telling myself I should do it and I should just get outside of my comfort zone. So I will keep hold of this one. What have we got next? Another matte balm, and this is 250 Standout. Oh, I remember this one. This is like a proper blue-toned red, which I think is really gorgeous, and I am quite nervous of it because it's so striking. What was the name of this one? Standout. It's very bright, but if I've freshly dyed my hair and it's looking really dark and I've sort of nailed my makeup, then this can look really nice. I think I actually wore this in a previous video, and it wasn't long after I'd coloured my hair, and someone said I looked like Snow White. So for that reason alone, I am going to keep this because, honestly, what an amazing compliment to have got. The last one I've got is another matte balm. This is 240 in Striking. And this is your classic kind of tomato red colour, a very sort of orangey red colour, which I don't think this one particularly suits me. I think I tend to suit more this kind of colour. I think I'm probably going to rehome this one because I just don't think the colour suits me. The other ones I can definitely see me getting use out of, so I will put that one to one side and I'll be keeping these ones. Okay, so I think next I'm going to go down the slightly glossier route. These are technically, do they call these lip Balms or lip gloss. Yeah, these are referred to as lip glosses. These are from Calvin Klein and I've had them for a stupidly long time. And I've got a few other kind of randomy bits here. So let's pop them to one side, get my arm back. I think what I might do, because those swatches are quite big, I might just wipe down the side and just give me a bit more room. Don't think I did too badly there. I can still see the colours really well. I just made those swatches far too big, but they're just going to be for reference now. So let's go with this one first. This one has been on film a few times since I got it. It's the Rosy for Autograph, and I think they describe this as a lip glossy. Yes, they do. So it's from Marks & Spencer's and it's in the colour Supermodel Smile. I did feature this as a product for Best and Worst of Beauty for January, so this is going nowhere. I'm just curious to see how similar it is to anything else. Not very is the answer to that. It's very glossy, as you can see. It's right on the edge of kind of what I would tolerate texture-wise because it is quite sticky. But it's not really like anything I've got already, so that's nice. But you can see there, it's a really nice, nudie, pink-toned, very natural colour. So I absolutely love this. Really, really easy to wear. So this one is going nowhere. Next, I've got this Burt's Bees Lip Balm, which doesn't get a huge amount of action, mainly because it kind of got buried. I feel like this was in a Latest in Beauty box. It's in the shade Watermelon. They had quite a few different ones to choose from. Let's have a look. Let's pop it here. So you can see what I mean. It's pretty strongly coloured actually. Again, it's not really too similar to anything else I've got. It's a little bit more kind of purpley toned than anything else that I've got, a bit more plummy. It isn't really getting a lot of action. And I don't remember it suiting me very much either. I remember putting it on and thinking, ugh. It kind of reminds me a little bit of a lipstick I used to wear to death when I was at school, and that was Rimmel's Heather Shimmer. It's got that kind of purple shimmeriness to it. So, as nostalgic as that colour is, I don't think I'll be keeping this because I don't think it suits me. Next up, I don't even know why I've still got this because I know that I don't like it. This is from Estee Lauder and it's their Pure Colour Gloss in the shade Magnificent Mauve, which is number 6. I don't believe this is full size, although it's a pretty decent size. You get 4.6ml in here. This came in one of these kind of gift pack things that they do, and they just chuck one of these in. When I just said a minute ago about not liking sticky textures, this is the kind of thing that I'm talking about. It's a straight up gloss. It's just too sticky for me. It is pretty though, which is a shame, but I can feel it now. Just putting it on my arm, it feels so sticky, and you can see how shiny it is as well. It's a very high shine gloss. It's such a pretty colour. It's such a shame because I think this does actually look quite nice on, and it's got, I'm hoping you can kind of see, it's got a real shimmery sparkle to it as well, but you can see how much shinier it is than the Rosy for Autograph one, this one, which, you know, I said is glossy, but it's kind of on the edge of what I would tolerate. Yeah, this is way past what I'm comfortable with. I just don't like that sticky feeling on the lips, but it is such a shame because it's so pretty, and it's not really all that similar to anything else I've got. It's a slightly more nudie, neutral colour than the Rosy one actually. The Rosy one's slightly more pink, but I'd say that those are probably the most similar. So yeah, this one will be going. Happy to rehome that one because as pretty as it is, and it looks really pretty in the tube, it's just not pleasant to wear. Okay, let's move on to these next. Now, like I said, I've had these for years. I have such fond memories of using these. I used these to death, probably about 8 years ago or something crazy like that. So these really all should be thrown away. So I think I'm probably just going to be doing this for nostalgia's sake. This one in the shade Pink Sheen. These are the Ultimate Edge lip glosses, but they're not very glossy at all. They're much more like a lip balm. You can see how much I've used it there. Rather than pop my finger in, I'm just going to use this lip brush to pick it up. They look so pretty on the lips. I featured these in my lip care video, I think it was, which is a video from quite some time ago now. They're gorgeous. A real pretty sheen of colour. I really hope that this is picking up Although I did wear that pink one to death, it's not really one of my favourite colours anymore. It's funny, isn't it, how your tastes change quite a lot. You can see how sheeny that is. But yeah, I literally haven't picked that up for such a long time. So you're going to be going... Okay, so next I'm going to put those to one side for a minute because I know that these are the same colour, but they're also not shimmery, whereas I'm pretty sure this one is, and the one I just did was shimmery. So this is shades of pink. I don't know if you can still get these from Fragrance Direct. I haven't looked, but I remember they were ridiculously cheap. And they're actually really nice in texture. But yeah, just not the nicest way of being able to put a product on, having to dip your finger in. And it's a really small pot as well. Unlike at the moment where I had to trim all my nails off. Normally I've got quite long nails and it just became a nightmare trying to put these on. So a lip brush is really handy. But you see how pigmented this is really for a lip balm or a lip gloss. And they just gave a really nice added dimension to the lips. I think if the packaging was slightly different and Fragrance Direct still had them, I'd be sorely tempted to get some more because they are lovely. But yeah, shades of pink, but they do look so pretty, don't they? I don't know, the shimmery ones particularly look quite dated, I think, until that kind of trend comes back around again. Okay, now on to my favourite, which is why I have two, because I bought a backup because I was worried about running out. This was the shade Rose. Don't know how much is in each one actually. There's no sparkle or shimmer at all to this one. Let's go for the one that's got a smaller amount in it. In fact, that one looks a bit discoloured inside. That one doesn't look very good at all. Now this is the most subtle of the three, which is probably why I liked it so much. But it's a straight up lip balm. There's nothing glossy about this at all. Nothing glossy about any of them really. So yeah, you can barely see that one. That one pretty much passes as a lip balm. But it does give the most pretty subtle wash of colour on the lips. And I absolutely loved it. But because I've had it such a long time, I'm sorry, but you're going to go too. So we're doing pretty well so far. I'm definitely getting rid of more than I'm keeping by the looks of it, so I'm happy about that. Okay, so next I may as well just bring in the last 4 products that I've got. And we've got a mini Marc Jacobs lipstick, a Revlon lipstick, a Calvin Klein lipstick, and a liquid lipstick from the Balm. Let's go for Calvin Klein first as we finish with Calvin Klein. This packaging is looking very sorry for itself. But there was a time, again, when I used to wear this a lot, but I've had this such a ridiculously long time. I think this was from Fragrance Direct too. It's in the shade First Kiss. I know I'm not going to be keeping this because, again, I've had it a long time, but I just want to swatch it just for nostalgia's sake, just to see how my tastes have moved on, if they have. Let's pop you up here maybe. It's not really my kind of colour anymore. You can see that I've got absolutely loads left, so even though I've had it for a long time, I just wasn't really much of a lipstick person. I think I just got it out of curiosity and probably the fact that it was quite affordable. Quite a pretty colour on the right person, but I don't think those kind of colours suit me really. So that one will be going as well. I believe this came from a Latest in Beauty box as well. This is a Revlon Ultra HD lipstick. And it's in the shade Rose, number 830. And yeah, this one has a funny click to it for some reason. Let's pop you down here. I don't seem to remember this suited me very much. It's very pink. I don't mind pink. I don't know. What do you think? Is it very similar to anything that I am keeping? Not really. It's more of a corally pink, but it's not anywhere near as corally orange as that Bourjois peach on the beach. So maybe I'll try you one last time and make my mind up, because I haven't had you very long. So you can see that I've already got some in the lid. It's because they don't make it go all the way in and you're just asking for trouble, I think. So yes, I'll keep hold of this one and I will try it, but I have a funny feeling if I've not been reaching for it, there's probably been a reason for that, but I will do my best to try that at some point. Next up, let's go for this little mini Marc Jacobs. I think this is in Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, if I remember rightly. Yes, it is. This was part of a birthday pack. When I ordered from Sephora last year with some birthday money back in July, I got this and an eyeliner of his in a pack. And I remember actually quite liking the formula of this, but I can't remember what the colour was like. That looks quite similar. Where shall I put it? I'm running out of room now. Maybe let's go down here. No, it's not, is it? It's definitely more pinky. It's funny, I remember this being more red than it actually is, but it's definitely very pink, isn't it? It's pretty. I do like it. Would it suit me though? That's the question. Quite swatches so nicely, you hardly need anything. You're only small, and I've done really well getting rid of other stuff, so I will keep hold of you because who knows, I might wear you at some point, but it is a lovely colour. What I've been trying to do from all of these decluttering videos is making sure that I put some of my stuff back on rotation again and kind of forcing myself to wear it, which sounds ridiculous, but I think sometimes you just get in your comfort zone a little bit. So I will put this back on rotation at some point. So I don't tend to wear these kind of obvious colours very often, but I will do my best with you. And then the last one I've got is a liquid lipstick from the Balm in the shade Committed. And I think I've literally worn this once when it first arrived. When I researched which one I wanted to get, I looked at so many different shades because I was buying it online. And when it arrived, I think it wasn't exactly the colour that I wanted. But I love the formula of this. But yeah, I can tell straight away why I'm not wearing this because it's just not really my colour. I think you have to have the most perfect teeth to get away with a colour like this because it can make your teeth look quite yellow, and I'm so sad about this because it's such a beautiful, beautiful product and formula, but it's just not a shade that suits me. So I'm so sorry, you're going to have to go, but it smells absolutely delicious. Just swatching this, I can smell it. It's that kind of sugary, minty, vanilla smell. It's delicious. I do love it. It's very lightweight, feels very comfortable for a liquid lipstick. It's just not my colour, so I think I will see if anyone would be interested in that. So yay, there we have it. I've actually got rid of loads of things. So these are the things that I'm keeping, and the things I'm getting rid of are all of these things. So I'm actually really pleased with that. I think I've done a lot better than I expected. I thought I was going to want to hang on to things for nostalgia reasons a lot more than I actually did in the end. So yay me, I actually did quite well in a decluttering for once. So there we have it, and I'm actually really pleased with how I did. I think I did really well. Probably one of my most successful declutterings, I think, because I did end up getting rid of more than what I kept. So that's amazingly successful. So I do kind of have room for a little bit more now. I will start to have a look around at what's kind of missing from my collection because it is quite small, but everything in it I really, really like. I'm really happy. Yay to successful declutterings. I hope you enjoyed this decluttering video. If you did, just give me a thumbs up down below. I would really appreciate it. And if you're new to the channel and would like to subscribe to get notifications of new content as and when I upload it, just press this button here and that is exactly what it'll do. And I'll pop a link to my last video just up here if you've not seen that one to go check it out. Anyway, I hope you're all really well and I will see you again soon. Bye!